Hey everybody, it's Brian with Two Indians and welcome to our luxurious production facility, also known as my garage. Today we're going to have a lot of fun. I promise you, you are going to want to watch this video. We are going to change out the headlights and driving lights on my wife's 2018 Indian Chieftain. And in this video, you are going to learn how to take the windshield off, remove the fairing, and how to get these lights out of her fairing. And you're going to have a lot of fun along the way. So anyway, let's do this. Roll that intro. Hey, it's Brian and Barbara with Two Indians. The first thing you want to do is prepare a surface to lay down all the parts you're going to take off the bike. And as you can see, my assistant has been preparing a surface here. It's called a shop towel. All right, so that's where we're gonna lay everything down. We're gonna pull the windshield off. I don't really know if it needs to come off, but I kind of want to get it out of the way so it doesn't get scratched. It only takes a couple of minutes. Now, if you know anything about these windshield screws, there's a little nut on the back, and if that nut falls down inside here, it could be difficult to find. So what we do is we take a towel and we put it down in here. It won't fall down in the fairing. Now we're going to take the fairing apart anyway, so if something did fall in there, but whenever you take the windshield off, put a towel in there. It'll help you catch falling nuts. A squirrel told me this trick. They have falling nuts all the time, and you may want to all right. So that's all the screws. I like to take the first thing that I've taken off the bike and put it at the furthest point, because then as I keep going I can put other items down closer to the bike. And now we're going to remove
this is where the fun begins.
Yeah, this is where I start cussing. So I have good news and bad news. The good news is that if you just want to replace the headlight, it's super simple. You remove these two screws here. You simply work this out here, and there's just some tension fittings on here, and this just pops right off, just like that. All right? We're going to set that down over here. And then with these bolts here, you just pull the headlight housing off, and you can swap the headlight. We'll do that in just a minute. The bad news is that to replace these, you've got to remove the whole fairing. Now there's only 4 screws on the back on each side and some screws along the top up here. We're going to get to that in just a minute. It's not as simple as a bulb replacement, which you can do from the back here. I can just remove a little access panel and pull the existing bulb out, leave that housing in place, and then put a new bulb in. Simple to do. But we're replacing the whole fixture. So when you do that, this sucker's got to come off. So let's get to it. So we just have 3 10mm bolts right here. I like to leave the top one in to hold everything in place. We pull the bottom ones out, and then when we pull the top one out, we can just take the headlight assembly right out of the bike. And off it comes. Now this connector on the back here, this is held on just strictly by tension, so you just got to kind of wiggle it and pull it off. And for this bit of surgery, I'm just going to take a load off my feet. Alright, so we're going to set this back in here. So the new fixture appears to be keyed, so it falls right into the correct position, and we'll reinstall the trim ring. We may have to go buy some tools.
Why?
Because I don't think I have what I need to reach down into that behind the fairing, on the back of the fairing. Alright, so we've got all the screws in. They're all nice and snug except for this last one. Always make sure everything's tight. I like to go around twice just to make sure. So we figured out that I didn't have what I needed for a tool. So In the garage, Barbara says, why don't you call Joe and ask him if he's got one? And I was like, no, I need a tool anyway, so let's go get a tool. So we get in the truck and we run over to AutoZone, and they didn't have what I needed. And then we go over to Discount Auto Parts, and they don't have what I needed. Meanwhile, Barbara's calling Georgina, and Georgina tells Joe that I don't have what I need. And Joe says, oh, I've got one of those, so let's head over there. So they head over to the house, and they're waiting for us, and we pull up, and we go into the garage, and then this is what happens next. But in order to do that, I needed to have my good buddy Joe bring over a swivel and the correct size hex head.
He needed somebody that knew what the hell they're doing.
Shut up. I was doing fine till you got here.
We are very afraid. That's not.
Did you watch a Two Indians video on this, how to do this, before you started?
All right, so we pulled out the screws on the bottom, and then we pulled off the speaker grills, and all you got to do is take 2 screws out of the bottom of the speaker grill, pull out the bottom, and then pull straight down, and the grill will come out. And then there's 1 screw right behind each side, and then that's it. So that's
and 2 screws down here, like two Indians,
I already
right?
said that. Yeah.
2 Indians.
Oh wow! Hey,
nice.
smart.
There you go.
So you've only got 3 screws on each side and 4 across the top, and then this should just come right off. You ready, Joe?
Yeah.
Let's.
There you go.
Oh, we got it. And then just disconnect these dudes. There's a tab there. You got to push the tab in, Joe.
No shit.
Watch out! Try and cut my finger off.
That would be good for the video.
Wouldn't it? Right?
I would like to see that.
All right, now we have that off. You're just gonna pull these 3 screws out. That looks like what, about a 7mm, something like that. And then pull the light apart, and then you're done, and then you're finished. And go have a beer. Is that rolling?
Yes.
It's a 7mm.
Wow!
Whoa!
And what did we try first? I think he tried a 10, then he tried an 8, or no, a 9.
Let me roll my eyes.
You're a better mechanic than he is, so film.
Okay, so we pulled those 3 7mm screws out. That ring comes off.
Wait a minute,
You
6.
take the old light out. Make sure that it's oriented in the proper direction. But she's got hers on there wrong.
You sure?
No, I think she's right.
I think I'm right.
This is good film footage. Do it for him.
Can you show me how to do this, Georgina?
He's mentally challenged. I'm sorry. Hey, that looks right.
Does that go that way?
No, the other way. Ask Georgina, she'll tell you.
I'm just trying to see if you guys are paying attention. That's all. Getting tired.
No, but you know what?
God damn it.
Georgina, would you like to show him how to do it?
How many Indians does it take to put
Screw in a light bulb.
Too many.
Brian, it's your turn. How many does it take?
I don't know. I can't count that high. Did you put that ring on upside down?
Brian?
What?
I'm just trying to be quiet.
There's a first for everything. You're amazed that I'm actually showing somebody how to do something, right? Whatever Brian said,
Mechanical.
don't do it.
Okay.
Just believe me, it'll take a hell of a lot less time for you doing it than it does him.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
They look good. Nice looking.
That's it. You don't need these.
Hey, is this on video? Good way to go, Brian. Watch the wires underneath the stuff. Mine's in over here, by the way. I've been waiting a while.
All right.
Lifetime.
I'll let Brian screw it in.
Can't find the hole.
Don't worry, that's a
Oh
Joe
wait, you
issue
grabbed the
also.
wrong screw, dude. You got the wrong screw. All right, and the grill's gonna go back in the same way. Just stick it here, and then these tabs go up inside there.
Shouldn't you guys put in the lights and try it?
Yeah.
Lock it in just in case.
Exactly what I was just doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that? All right, Joe, hit the power button.
Make sure it's on.
Which one is it?
Make sure it's on neutral.
It's on neutral. There's the bright light.
All right.
And to get the driving lights on, we gotta hit that one. Boom! Look at that.
Bam.
Now she can see.
What are you waiting for? The other side's waiting. Come on, let's
Really?
go.
You didn't put that shit in? I've seen a lot of your ideas. Instead of going south,
No, the short one goes in the bottom. The long one goes.
you guys can leave that.
It's the same bolts.
Stick it in, honey. Stick it in.
Not my department.
No, don't fall. No, do not fall.
That's where you're supposed to use a magnet. Have a
Well, if
magnet.
you would have brought magnetic tools.
Well, it's shit. If you told me to bring a magnet, I would have
Why do
brought
I
a
have to
magnet.
tell you to bring
You know
a
what? I
magnetic
might as well
tool?
put my toolbox on back of the bike and just do anything up there, princess.
Oh, there we go.
It went inside my. Where did?
I can do my work over again.
Yeah, yours is the easy work. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the skilled labor.
The one that drops bolts into the bike.
Oh yeah, you've never dropped a bolt.
Hey! Take a bow, Brian. Come on, take a bow. Take a bow. You can do it. There you go.
Here, hold one of my nuts.
You gotta find. And they're very small, I can tell.
Well, I mean, he dropped them.
Here, Brian.
I got my own.
Oh my God. This is good.
Put the screw in there.
I gotta show Brian how to do this. Is this your first time?
So basically, thank God I showed up to help Joe, because otherwise this never would have gotten done. Oh! Oh! What did you do?
Did you?
Are we going out for a beer?
Let's go. Your bike works. I think your bike still works.
All right, so we got it all done. Joe and Georgina were instrumental in helping, and their son, also Jake. Yep, you probably saw him hiding in the background. But thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully it made some sense.
And now you're gonna have.
Hopefully it doesn't look like a complete disaster. If this video looks like it makes sense, I am a master editor. That's all I can say.
Final light.